In a quiet suburban neighborhood lived Ethan, a 22-year-old young man whose heart was heavier than he ever showed. For months he had been carrying the weight of a painful argument with his mother, an argument that had pushed them apart more than he ever expected. His mother, Laura, had always been the one who loved him fiercely. But Ethan's growing ego and frustration had built a wall between them. And even though days kept passing, he never gathered the courage to apologize. One cold evening, Ethan sat alone in his dimly lit room, scrolling through old photos on his phone. A picture of him and his mom laughing at a cafe last summer stopped him. His throat tightened. His eyes burned. He whispered to himself, "Why did I let my anger win?" For the first time in weeks, he admitted the truth. He missed her, more than anything. Trembling fingers hovered over his screen as he opened a new message. "Mom, I'm sorry for everything. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that. I love you, and I hope you can forgive me." He stared at the words, raw, honest, full of the love he had buried under pride. But he didn't hit send, not yet. He kept rereading the message, trying to make it perfect, trying to make sure it truly said what his heart felt. Moments passed, then minutes. Ethan took a deep breath and finally whispered, "Okay, I'll send it now." Just as he was about to press send, his phone buzzed sharply in his hand. A call from an unknown number. Confused, he answered. A shaky voice came through the speaker. "Is this Ethan? There has been an accident involving your mother." Ethan froze. The message, the apology, the forgiveness he waited too long to offer was still unsent, and life had just changed forever. Ethan rushed through the hospital hallway, his chest tight, his breaths uneven. The same message he wrote last night. "Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. Let's start fresh," was still sitting in his phone's drafts. He never pressed send, and now that one small delay felt heavier than a lifetime. When he entered the room, his mom lay unconscious, surrounded by machines, tubes, faint beeping, a painful reminder of how fragile life truly is. A tear slipped down Ethan's cheek as he took her hand gently. It was war, but still, he whispered shakily, "Mom, I should have said it earlier. I should have apologized sooner. Why did I let anger win? Why did I wait?" All those days of silence, all those unnecessary arguments felt meaningless now. What mattered wasn't who was right. What mattered wasn't pride. What mattered was love, and he almost lost the chance to express it forever. A nurse quietly stood by and said, "She kept asking about you before the accident. She said she knew you'd come around." Those words broke him completely. Ethan opened his phone, reading the unsent message again and again. It felt like a knife, sharp, cold, unforgiving. He leaned closer, voice trembling. "Mom, please wake up. I have so much to tell you. I promise, no more ego, no more distance. I need you." Outside the hospital window, the sun slowly set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. A silent reminder that every day ends, but not every relationship gets another sunrise. Ethan made a vow right there. If life gave him even one more chance, he would spend it loving, not resisting, caring, not arguing, expressing, not delaying, because he finally understood. Sometimes the last message you don't send becomes the biggest regret of your life. The next morning, Ethan woke up with swollen eyes and a heart heavier than he had ever felt before. The house was unbearably silent. No gentle footsteps, no humming in the kitchen, no warm "good morning, sweetheart," just silence and regret. As he sat on the edge of his bed, he opened his phone again. That message, the last message he wrote to her, still unsent, still glowing on the screen like a wound that refused to heal. "I'm sorry, Mom, I'm so sorry." Ethan finally hit send. The message delivered instantly, but the person it was meant for could never read it. His hands trembled. Tears fell. He whispered into the empty air, "Why didn't I send it yesterday? Why did I wait? Why did my ego matter so much?" Later that week, during a quiet moment at her grave, Ethan placed a small letter beside the flowers he had brought. The letter said, "I promise, Mom, I will love loudly, forgive quickly, and never let anger steal the people I care about. You may not have read my last message, but your last lesson will stay with me forever." A soft breeze passed through the cemetery, brushing gently against his face, almost like a mother's final touch. Ethan stood up straighter. For the first time since the accident, he breathed deeply. Not because the pain was gone, but because he finally understood the truth. Life never tells us when the last moment will come, so love now. Forgive now. Speak now. Tomorrow is a beautiful hope, but never a guarantee. With a heavy heart but a new resolve, Ethan walked away, carrying his mother's final lesson inside him. Never let ego win over love. If this story inspired you, subscribe to the Wisdom Tales for more real-life lessons and motivational stories. Stay wise, stay strong.